sitting at home,
looking for my video games.
guess you could call us Video Bros.
Alright guys, we're playing one of my most favorite series.
Oh my god,
ever.
welcome to Vidya Bros. This is another new series we'll do when we hang out at Jets.
Oh, this looks a lot better than the fucking what do you call it, the fucking movie.
In case you, for those of you who don't know, obviously, well, you should look it up. I'm not explaining it to you, because I shouldn't have to explain it.
I'm going through the whole thing.
It's Sonic the Hedgehog, and we're playing this on Sonic Mega Collection. Because if we were to play this on my Sega Genesis, and I do have it for my Sega Genesis, it would look like shit because the color scheme would be off, because for some reason the program doesn't like Sega games when we play them on the Genesis or the Master System. But yeah, this looks better on Mega Collection.
Wait, did it actually do progressing on here?
No, it didn't actually, surprisingly, which is weird, because it does with Metroid Prime and Wind Waker. And I'm not talking about Wind Waker HD, the original it would usually ask me to do it. But I don't have a reason to ever play with the old one ever again after Wind Waker HD came out. By the way, did you know this about Metroid Prime? I didn't mention it when we were playing it, but did you know that in Metroid Prime, in the intro to the game's opening screen, they were supposed to have audio logs of it in the beginning, like, and have like Samus Aran talking in it?
Really?
Yeah, but they removed it. You know why?
Why?
It was ultimately scrapped because they wanted Retro and Nintendo wanted to keep Samus's reputation still of her just being known for being a quiet protagonist. Meaning they didn't really want her to talk much.
That's interesting.
The only game she actually talks much in, besides Metroid Fusion, you don't even hear it though, because you just read dialogue, there's no voice acting in the game, was Metroid Other M, but that game was a lame disappointment of the series. That was the last Metroid game they made, and then they haven't made one since, and it's been almost 5 years. It was 4 years ago that game came out. That game came out like towards the end of 2010. And a lot of people hated that game because it was kind of disappointing.
Why?
It just wasn't that good of a game. It was very annoying. It was confusing to go find out where the fuck to go most of the time, especially for me. And compared to Metroid Prime,
which one?
It just had ass written all over it, as Irate Gamer would say. Frickin' Metroid the Other M.
Alright, I'm doing this.
Oh, at least you have enough rings to get into the special zone.
Yep.
Tails the fox's mind is blown. He'll kick you right in the special zone. I think I'm gonna call the cops on him, but he will never know about it. Oh, fuck!
Boom, boom.
You can do these perfectly too, right?
It depends. When I start
if you need help with these, I can help you.
No, when I start getting to like the third or fourth one, it gets really crazy.
I can handle this shit, dude.
No, it's not that hard.
I can fucking do it for you.
It's fucking annoying shit.
I've been waiting forever to play Sonic on the show. No matter what Sonic game it was that was a good Sonic game, especially these old ones.
You know what we should play? I feel like we should scrap.
At one point, we should
not play Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
No, at one point we should do Sonic Unleashed if we're gonna play a shitty Sonic game on the show.
No,
it'll be our version of the game we're up to Sonic with 6. It'll be us playing Sonic Unleashed.
No, we should not play Sonic the Hedgehog.
Because we can't play Sonic with 6.
No, we should not play Sonic the Hedgehog 2. We should play
all the classic old school Sonics that are good.
No, not.
I do want to do that eventually. Like play through all of them.
But I do not want to play Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Why not? It's a great game.
I want to play the Sonic Heroes, Sonic Heroes 2.
The one that has Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles all together?
Yeah, you can play all 3 characters.
You have that on your laptop? I thought that was just on your phone.
No, I have it on my laptop. I always kept that shit.
Oh, then we should play that then.
I want to play that one. That one's the same shit, which is... And they all have the same power, plus everything's upgraded from Sonic 2 to Sonic 3.
Oh wow, the TV almost killed you.
TV can't kill me.
That's not true.
No.
Didn't you hear years ago?
Dude, if TV killed me, I wouldn't get away.
Didn't you hear years ago, when we were little kids, there was like a kid that was just sitting in front of this... You didn't even try to get that one and you got it. Nice.
Dude, I know what I'm doing here.
There was a freaking kid that was sitting in front of his TV, watching TV, and he was like, probably a 2nd grader, and all of a sudden the TV just like falls flat on him and crushes him, he died. And instead of the family celebrating his birthday, that was coming up at that time, they ended up having to celebrate his funeral instead.
Wow, that's sad.
Yeah, I remember it was on the news. It was years ago.
And if you guys didn't know,
we were probably in middle school when that shit happened.
Just to let you guys know, just before I forget,
Zoidberg!
Bitch.
Hello, friends!
That's one thing I hate. If you do not know, I'm playing the series, Brandon's not.
Yep, this is not a series unless he needs help with the special zone stages.
This is definitely a series I can play, because I'm already...
Yeah, I was hoping for you to have a series soon, instead of just me playing games all the time. Because, as much as I love to, I wanted you to have something to entertain yourself with on the show. Other than just Infamous. And people, we're sorry, we promised we would play Infamous and continue it. But, we're not at my house. If we were, we'd be playing Infamous. It depends on whenever Jeff can sleep over my house or not.
Yeah, sorry, so I can't sleep all the time.
So
I'm getting another job now, so...
Depending on our locations of wherever we record the show, it'll depend and determine what game we'll be playing and recording
I never told you
at that moment in time.
I never told you though, like that job I'm getting. Yeah. He wanted me to work on Sunday morning, Sunday in the morning. Most of the time, it's a night shift job.
Really?
Yeah, so it's like from like 5 in the afternoon to like 11 at night. So I can't really hang out much if I get a job like that. I mean, I
figured as much because yeah, you're gonna have a job. You're gonna be busy.
I know. I'm gonna.
You're gonna be like me and Sean whenever we have to work.
I know. I'm gonna hate that, but at least
work. Literally, I know I hated this song. I loved the song as a little kid, but now I look back and I realize it's a terrible song. All the Small Things by Blink-182.
Can I get past that or no?
No. It's gonna lead to your imminent death.
Oh, that's right. I go down here.
No, you have to go up there, but yeah. But frickin', that song, I loved that song as a little kid, and Ryan made... Yeah, I loved that song as a kid. But, I remember Game Grumps pointing it out, they had the singer with that, like, with the least talent sing that song, like, he can't sing at all.
I have a question.
He's just like, small things. It's like, you can't sing at all. But, like, frickin', the part in the song I totally agreed with him on, and I'm like, yeah, I can relate to this, is when he's like, work sucks, I know. I'm like, yeah, work does suck.
I have a question.
It's better than not having a job and not making money, but yeah, still, for any type of occupation, work sucks.
I have a question about the team.
No, I like my job.
Really quick about the team.
Okay.
I have a question about the team.
I don't hate my job, it's just work.
Fucking...
Yeah, you almost screwed yourself.
I know. Question though. You can't get Super Sonic, can you?
No.
Oh, in Sonic 2, okay.
Sonic 2 is the one that started that shit. Because in Sonic 1, there was only 6 Chaos Emeralds, and in Sonic 2, there was... Sonic 2 is the game that started having a 7th Chaos Emerald, and then since then you're able to go Super Sonic.
Yes.
In almost every 2D Sonic game.
Did you ever get the debug code in Sonic 3 where you get Hyper, Knuckles, Sonic, and Tails?
In Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles, the one if you hook it up with Sonic in the Sonic and Knuckles pack.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did, but I did it the fair way.
You know, I used to
because I got all these.
You know, I glitched that game too much.
I got these Super Chaos Emeralds.
You know something that's really weird? The games on here,
which are harder to get than the normal Chaos Emeralds.
The games on here actually play exactly the same way they do on the cartridge. You know how? I know that.
Nice, dude.
You know how I know? You know how I know that?
2 out of 6 emeralds.
You know what? Then I know that the game plays exactly the same way as on the cartridge.
Oh.
Because of the fact that I play Sonic and Knuckles 3, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and Knuckles, and I glitched it so bad where it restarted into Sonic and Knuckles.
I've done that many times, and I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
I glitched that shit too many times.
Because I kept...
I realized it yesterday that there was one right here.
Oh yeah, I've known about that one. How'd you not ever know about that?
I found that yesterday. I don't find it,
but yeah, I've seen that happen to me plenty of times because I kept spawning hundreds of freaking TVs that give you 50 extra rings, and
I did that so fucking much.
The amount of rings I had were like in fractions and weren't even a number.
And like the things were like fucked up with like letters and numbers and shit.
Yeah, and then
symbols.
And then it eventually just automatically resets the game, and as you said, you're at Sonic and Knuckles.
Yes, that's because
and I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
It runs like the exact same cartridge though. No other game has that shit.
There's also Knuckles and Sonic 2. That's what the one with Knuckles is.
Oh, you know there's also Knuckles Sonic.
It's also called Sonic 2 and Knuckles, but the real name is Knuckles and Sonic 2.
You know that you can actually get Knuckles in here.
What?
If you're walking on, but it's very hard to hack it whatever you do it. No, it's playable if you put it together, but it's like a certain thing you have to do afterwards.
By the way, what you told me before I watched the video about it a while ago, talk about it from Did You Know Gaming about Sonic, for those who don't know the history of Sonic, about what it was supposed to be before they changed it. What I told Sean earlier. But yeah, tell people about that.
Which one?
About Robotnik.
What about him?
That he was supposed to be, you know...
I don't know what you're talking about. I forget.
Dude.
I forget. I'm sorry. What was it?
Do I need to slap you?
No, just tell me.
That he was supposed to... Television.
Where?
In that tree over there.
Yep.
Right there. That he was supposed to be a hero instead of a bad guy.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, tell him. You know more about that than I do. And I'm a huge Sonic fan, but
He was supposed to...
For those of you who don't know, Jeff, tell him.
Because, well, I don't know exactly, like, what... I don't remember what they said, though, but I know from... There's a comic book that I had that tells you the exact story of Sonic the Hedgehog, how he became Sonic the Hedgehog, and, Dr. Robotnik, before he changed to Robotnik, his name was Dr. Kintobar. And he spelled backwards, Robotnik backwards. And what happened was that he became...
What's that?
How many times?
It's only 11.
Oh, wow.
Let's end this at like 15.
No, I ended after when I get to the second zone.
Dude, you already went past this.
Oh. No, the second world.
Oh. Yeah, let's end it when you get to the second world.
I'm gonna die? No fucking spikes.
The spikes are trying to give you the middle finger. The middle spike, I should say. But yeah, for those of you who don't know, Robotnik was actually supposed to be the hero character instead of Sonic. And
no, Sonic was supposed to be a hero too, but actually after they changed it because...
But then they changed it completely. Robotnik was supposed to be, as Jeff said, Dr. Kintobar. And he was supposed to resemble somewhat of a clown.
Oh, that's his, what do you call it? That's his, that reminds me now. That's his father.
Clown?
No, Robotnik's father is,
Kintobar?
Dr. Kintobar or something like that.
Oh. There's one right there, too. I got
that. It's very hard to get, though.
Yeah, it is very hard to get, dude.
I'm gonna get it though, I'm gonna fuck. I can beat the whole thing. If I get that, I can beat the whole boss level without even trying.
I know.
I'm gonna get it. If I don't get it in the next, like,
Oh, get a running head start from the ramp.
No, it doesn't work that way either.
Dude, I can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. What the fuck?
What?
He was like walking sideways on the ramp. See, it gives you that little... gives you that head start to run.
That's what I've been trying now, watch.
It's so weird, though, to imagine how this series would have been if they kept Kintobar, and, like, if they would have kept him looking like a clown. Like, how the fuck do you think the series would go as far if they kept that? Probably wouldn't do as successful as Sonic the Hedgehog did, don't you think?
I fucking love this game so much.
I know, it's one of the biggest parts of my childhood.
I can't even decide.
And many others.
I can't even decide.
Millions of other people.
If this game is even... Or the first 3 games, if this game is even better, then I can't decide if this game is better or worse than, Super Smash Bros. Not Super Smash Bros. Super Mario Bros. 3. Alright. Next episode, I'm going to play, Marble Zone. And I'm gonna kick some fucking ass. You're not Smooth the Groove, shut the fuck up.
Did you watch the one that he did of this?
Of course.
That was fucking awesome.
That's what I showed you first.
I fucking loved that one.
I saw the new one too of Super Mario Bros. Overworld.
That was awesome.
If you guys do not know Smooth the Groove, look it up. It's
We haven't talked about him in a while.
SMOOTHM
McGroove.
McGroove on YouTube. He's one of the best
acapella.
Well, he's one of the best YouTubers on the planet right now. He takes video game and he what do you call it? And
whatever classic game you can think of, Final Fantasy, Metroid.
He'll take
Star Fox, Sonic,
he'll just take
Mario,
background
Pokemon,
music.
whatever.
He'll take theme songs. He'll take anything he'll take theme song, background music, stage music, level select screens, music, any music in the game.
Menu music, like from Smash Brothers, which he's done.
Anything, and he'll just start singing it with his own voice. It's fucking amazing.
Like the menu screen from Melee, and he's like,
yes. Alright, guys. Keep going. In the next episode, I'll complete all three Marble Zones, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. So like, comment, subscribe, and follow our description below, and we'll see you guys in the next episode. Take them off, Brandon.